Hello everybody, my name's John, a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. And in this one I'll show you how to make 6 of these delicious individual sticky toffee puddings and a delicious brandy sauce to go with them. These and apple crumble have been Britain's top 2 desserts for decades. They're the perfect show-stopping dessert for any special occasion, and they make an extra festive treat after your Christmas lunch. This recipe was also the December winner in our newsletter competition. And this month's winner is Judy Coots from Canada. And Judy's won a signed copy of my latest recipe book 5. An absolutely brilliant choice, Judy. Well done. And it's also been one of my personal favourites too. You can see the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. And the link to that page and lots more is in the description box under the video. Just find and click on the word more, and that'll give you access to all the relative links for this video, including our website store products. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Start the recipe by stoning all of your dates. Once you have them stoned, cut all of the dates into small pieces like so. And by the way, this is a really sticky job, and it's these dates that puts the sticky in sticky toffee pudding. Right, over to the stove. Now add your 200 ml of water to a deepish saucepan. Now bring that to a slow, low boil. Once it's boiling, you can add the dates to the water. Give it a good stir, then bring it back to the boil. Now cover the pan, turn the heat down and let that simmer for 3 minutes. And all we're doing here is tenderising the dates, basically softening them up a bit. And once the time's up, you can add your bicarbonate of soda. You probably know that as baking soda. And that's baking soda, not baking powder. Now stir the mixture vigorously. It will start to fizz up a bit, and that's why I suggested a deepish pan. Once the reaction eases off, turn off the heat, get the lid on the pan and allow it to completely cool before the next stage. Now I like to just sit my pan in a sink of cold water, and it'll be ready to use in about 10 to 15 minutes. Right, on to making this sticky toffee pudding batter, and it's very easy. Start by adding your soft but not melted butter to a mixing bowl. Now you can add the sugar and blend them together with a spatula at first. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks and YouTube's new membership supporters. I'll do the name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Once soft and smooth, switch to a hand or an electric whisk and beat for 1 minute. And now we can add the other 2 wet ingredients, starting with your vanilla extract. Now beat that in. Now you can add your 2 room temperature beaten eggs. Now whisk those in for 2 minutes. This is simply so we can get as much air in the mixture as possible. And while I'm whisking that butter, why not get up to date and join in all the fun with everything that's happening on the channel by joining our monthly newsletter. Judy Coots did, and she won our recipe suggestion competition for this recipe. Link below. Once the mixture is light and airy, you can sift in the flour and the baking powder. If there's any lumps in the sieve, just push them through with your fingers. It's more than likely just lumps of baking powder. Now gently fold the mixture together with a spatula. Once your batter's nice and smooth, you can add your now cooled date mixture. Now gently fold that in too. And the reason for gently folding with a spatula at this stage is so we don't knock all of that valuable air out that we've beaten in earlier. Once you're happy with it, cover your bowl, and this is another great use for your dough proofing shower caps, and let that rest for 10 minutes. And these are the bowls that I'll be using for this recipe, and I've greased them with a little butter. And these are available on the website if you're interested. Before going any further, preheat your oven to 160 Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit or gas mark 3. Time to fill the little pudding bowls. Nothing too difficult here. Just simply spoon the batter into the bowls a little at a time. Once you're about 13mm or half an inch from the top, give the bowl a few taps on the bench to level it off and to lift any of the larger air bubbles. Top it up with a bit more if you think it needs it. A few more taps and that's perfect. And here's all 6 ready to go into the oven. I did actually overfill a couple of them, which you'll see in a moment, especially that middle one. Right, get them into the preheated oven, which you should have set to 160 Celsius at 320 Fahrenheit or gas mark 3. Now give those 45 minutes on your timer. Okay, time to make this delicious brandy sauce. First, add your cream to a bowl followed by the vanilla extract. Next to go in is the tablespoon of brandy. You can also use whiskey if you prefer. Finally, add the powdered or icing sugar. Now grab your hand or electric whisk and beat it until the cream starts to thicken up. And if you don't want alcohol in it at all, you can just leave it out, and then you'll end up with what's called a chantilly cream sauce. Once the consistency is like this, it's done. You can make this sauce, and the puddings in fact, well in advance, even a day or two before your party or dinner. Now get it covered and into the fridge until you need it. With Christmas just around the corner, here's a quick word about my 5 recipe books. These carefully designed books, with most recipes linked to the corresponding recipe on video via QR codes, make fantastic presents. The link for the books and all of the other equipment I used in my recipes are in the description box under the video. And thanks in advance for supporting the channel, guys. Okay, time's up on these amazing puddings. Test one with a cocktail stick or wooden skewer. And if it comes out clean, it's done. If not, just bake it for a further 5 minutes. Mine's done, so out they come. Apart from a couple that were overfilled at the start, they're looking and smelling fantastic. The overflowed ones will trim up, no bother. Now let them sit on a wire rack for 10 minutes before removing them from the pudding tins. Right, time to get them out of the tins. And if you grease the tin properly, they should pop straight out. And they're looking fantastic, even the 2 slightly overflowed ones. To serve these, I like to get them on a nice dessert plate with a few raspberries at the side and plenty of that brandy sauce. If you made them in advance, just pop them in the microwave for 20 seconds before serving them, just to take the chill off. And that looks so good. Here I go. And they are absolutely delicious. You can't beat a good sticky toffee pudding to finish off a meal. And like I said earlier, they've been in the top 2 British desserts for donkey's years now, and for a good reason. They are amazing. Another big thumbs up for this one, guys. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest name splash and shout out list, including YouTube's brand new loyalty membership supporters. And they are Georgina McDowell, Mike Phelan, Lavinia Rawlinson, Brian Kelly 7403, Captain Express, Jens K3250, Alex Chadwick 5618, Marky Rust, Andy Wiles 7177, Combs Lorraine, Jeff Hawkins 6063 and Michael Holder 9610. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen, and bye for now.